What's going on? It's your boy TK here, back with another video. Well, I know, as y'all can see, I'm a big fan of Corvettes, and I'm in a special Corvette right here. I don't know if y'all heard about the 7th generation Corvette, and this one I mean in particular is a 2018 Corvette Grandsport, and this one it's got the heritage package in that Admiral blue color with the red hash marks on the front fenders, but it's a really nice setup.
I bought the car to hear it and to experience it, right? So I mean,
absolutely,
being able to hear the exhaust, you know, as it was designed by Chevrolet, it's nice, and there's a lot of pollen out here today, but
for no reason. But I mean, again, it's nature.
It is. That is how it is out here in the Midwest, for sure.
Especially corn dust. Farms.
Oh, the pollen dust is awful out here. I'm glad I keep my car in a garage, thank goodness, because otherwise it would look like it was blue with a tint of yellow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sorry, I may not be good recording content because I really don't weigh on my car too much. I enjoy it for the cruising experience. But
yeah, we gotta be about that. I mean, again, this is just about a good ride along video. This is, you know, you're cruising, you're just getting the most out of your car the way you normally drive your car.
Well, I think, yeah, to me, I think that's what Corvette should mean to any Corvette owner. Like, what you want out of your Corvette is why you buy it. Like, that's, a lot of people get Corvettes for a lot of different reasons, and what that means to each driver is up to them.
Mm-hmm.
And my favorite thing about Corvette is that no matter what you want out of your Corvette, it can provide that. Do you want to go fast? Do you want to turn heads? Or do you want to take it to the track? I mean, those are all things that you can do in a Corvette. And GM builds them. They design them specifically to be punished, more or less.
Exactly.
You know, be it from the daily grind of, you know, rain, wind, snow, if you will. I don't ever drive this one in the snow because I don't have a death wish. But GM does a great job with these cars because they're designed to handle being daily driven, in spite of the fact that most Corvette owners don't daily drive their cars. We get groceries, you know, I you know, go see my friends, my family, you know, like I said, you and I are hanging out today.
Well, 460 horsepower is usable horsepower.
It is more than enough.
It's manageable.
To have a good time.
Most people can't even handle 500 horsepower.
Most people can't even handle 300.
That too, and I know plenty of 300 horsepower cars that people lose control of those.
And you see it all the time, and hold on, that car's not changing lanes. I didn't want to sit behind him. It's crazy because people, you know, they want the latest, the greatest, you know, whatever Chevy's churning out, which, don't get me wrong, Chevy churns out some good stuff.
Yeah.
But you don't need 750 horsepower, and it's one of those things where it's like, it's fun to have, it's nice to have, but unless you're tracking your car, I would almost say you're wasting your money.
Yeah, that's the only spot you really gonna be able to get the full potential of that car.
Because like, you could break 750
or a 2-mile stretch, like at a top speed run or whatever.
Yeah, and those are the places you can see the actual performance of your vehicle.
Yeah.
Those are the places that you can.
But in town, it's places like this, it's restricted.
Because you want to be safe. You don't want to hurt people.
Right, because that car for sure will get away from you. No problem.
And you know, you sneeze on the accelerator, and all of a sudden you're ripped into your seat.
You're gonna pay the consequence if it gets out of hand.
In a heartbeat, you would see it, and it's crazy. Like, I love seeing those cars on the road. I do. I love seeing people owning them and driving them. But like, if you want to really get your money's worth out of a car like that, you've got to take it to a track. You have to. You can't do it out here. And it isn't even that, you know, if you want to get out there, you know, and, you know, go whole hog, but this is a public road. It's not designed for that. Like, you're never going to link up. Your tires are going to spin. You're going to make all kinds of noise, and you're not going to go anywhere.
Right.
For it. And I don't know, ZR1s and Z06s are phenomenal track cars. They're absolutely designed for it. But like, out here in your daily life, I consider the Grand Sport to be the pinnacle of leisurely driving. Like, it's a touring car. The Grand Sport is a touring car.
This is the perfect balance between, like I said, the Stingray and the Z06, especially on the track. it's not too much power. It's not too much power you're dealing with, but it's plenty for what you're trying to do. And you got the same downforce as the Z06. Of course, you borrowed the same aero package from the Z06, and the carbon ceramic brakes are optional. That's
exactly.
a plus.
And
even though yours are not equipped with it, the steel two-piece steel rotors with, you know, even though you got Brembo brakes, they're still phenomenal stopping power you have.
Absolutely.
It's phenomenal brakes you have.
And it's I consider personally the Grand Sport to be the ultimate driver's car. You get, oh, hold on, someone's getting pulled. Drive it every day, or every day that I can, rather. But GM didn't build this car for it to, you know, sit in a garage and wilt away. They built it to be driven on the road.
Exactly.
And what you want out of your Corvette can be summed up very easily, and that's up to you, because it can do so many things. And the thing about Corvette is it does all of them very well.
It's very versatile.
It's very versatile, and it's good at everything it offers. If you want to go fast, it's good at that. If you want a nice casual ride, it's good at that. You want to take the top off, good at that too.
Yep, and then you know that's a convertible version as well. You know, this is the Targa top, transparent top coupe, or if you option with a body color top, or the carbon fiber section top.
Those carbon fiber tops are light. They're very light, and most people, it's actually shocking how much lighter the carbon fiber roof is compared to your average Corvette roof.
What inspired you to get in a Corvette, and what sparked your interest again a Corvette?
I actually grew up in a household where my father was a car salesman, and he worked for a lot of different car dealerships, selling every car you could imagine, from Ford to Porsche. And he did a lot. He did a lot in the area. But while I was growing up, he was predominantly at a Chevrolet dealership, and I would always go in and see him after I got off work, because I didn't work very far from the dealership, and I would just go in and chat with him. But every time I went in, I always got to see the newest, the latest, the greatest, the Corvette. And I remember when the 7th generation Corvette was announced, I was actually at the local community college, and I watched the reveal in between classes. And I remember looking at it and being like, that's it, that's the one I want. I want one of those. And as a car person in general, and a heavy connoisseur of the Corvette itself, when I got my first one, I was ecstatic. I still remember that day. I drove that Corvette home in a thunderstorm, actually. So a lot of people advertise how their Corvette has never been rained on. I could not say that about my first one.
They're weatherproof for a reason. I mean, it's got windshield wiper blades, a whole wiper system.
Oh yeah.
It's got seals. I mean, come on now.
And it was
not gonna melt.
bad thunder, bad lightning the whole way home. And that Vette, when I bought it, had 8,000 miles on it. And when I traded in that black Vette for my second Vette, it had 20,000 miles on it.
But it's a driver's car. You drive it.
Absolutely.
And I remember back then, you had the black 2014 Z51 Stingray, and then you traded that, got a yellow 2016 Stingray Z51. You got a lot more options, but hey, it's cool though. And then of course the one you have today is this 2018 Grandsport. Still, you got quite a bit of options for what you have.
Oh yeah, for me, it's interesting that there are things now that, like, looking back, that I don't think I could ever live without, because my first Corvette had the heads-up display, and it was one thing that I actually insisted that every Corvette I have after that have on it. And the front camera was first introduced to me when I got my 2016, and I loved it. I love the PDR. It is a great. Even if you don't go to I don't go to the track myself. I don't track my car very often. But you can use it for other.
But
it's great for parking. And
like valets, and as a dash camera for accidents and stuff like that.
Exactly. And I almost always keep it on. But it's actually perfect for that, and it's something that a lot of people don't think about, because, like, obviously when you get, like, your performance data recorder, your PDR, you're thinking about all the track expectations and, like, being able to record your acceleration and stuff. But, like, as a day-to-day driver, it's perfect because I can put the car in valet mode. I can record everything that happens in the car.
Yeah.
And and in today's environment, like everybody wants that peace of mind, especially in a car like this.
Absolutely.
What they're designed for, but people don't want some stranger, you know, or even when you take it in to have it worked on, like, you know, you can set the car in valet mode, it'll record for you.
Right.
And
plus it helps. It also, you limit your horsepower, you know, stuff like that.
Oh yeah, it's amazing. It's something that, ironically, even though I don't track my car very much, it's something I feel like I couldn't live without. Because it gives you that peace of mind, and like peace of mind is worth so much anymore in today's world. But one of the things that I really appreciate about Corvette, especially as it's evolved over the years, is that it's gotten a lot of quality of life improvements. It's nice to sit in.
It came a long way.
It's come a very long way.
Even the 7 generation, the one we are in today, this was only the beginning.
Oh, and I mean, I've sat and I've started a C8, and those things are out of this world. But like, even in my C7, like, the quality of life is there. I have taken this car on road trips for 4 to 5 hours before.
It's comfortable.
It's comfortable. It's not painful. I am not, you know, feeling any sort of discomfort from sitting in this and be driving your car that often. Yeah. But I think that's true of any car. And it's enjoyable. It's nice. It's comfortable. I love this car. I've loved every Vette I've owned, because they're not only are they fun to drive, but they're comfortable to drive. I don't feel cramped. I'm 6 feet tall myself, and
you the same height I am.
Yeah, and like as you can tell, like we're not cramped.
And we're
in
not
this car.
cramped. Like our heads are not hitting the transparent top, and our knees not even hitting the dash. That's the best part.
Yeah,
like,
there's
as you can see,
an abundance of space in here, and it's perfect. And that's part of why I tout Corvette to everybody. Like, if you don't need to haul things, and you have and I know that Corvettes aren't exactly, you know, the bargain bin car. Most people aren't getting into these cars, but like, if you've got the funds and you don't have to haul things, get a Corvette. They're comfortable, they're sporty, they look nice. Every generation of Corvette looks nice. And
there's so many engine and transmission options you can get. This one is clearly equipped with the 7-speed manual transmission, and it's got auto red match. And then, of course, you got the 8-speed automatic transmission as well. The folks that don't know how to roll through your gears properly, hey, there's an automatic available for you as well. Of course, you can get coupe or convertible. This one in particular, I know you have the 6.2 liter LT1 V8.
I do.
I mean, it's good for 460 horsepower.
All day long, 24/7.
I know this engine originally came out for the first year of the C7, which is 2014, which you had a first year Z51 Stingray, and then of course you're close to the last year of this body style, which is 2019, and I'll have watched this entire generation progress from what it is today. Yeah, I mean, stuff like that. Okay, like I mentioned, I know I hit on those key points about you wanting a Corvette and spark your interest, but the one you have right here, it's a clean, nice example. Like I said, it's in this emerald blue with the, I know you can't see the front fenders from this side, but it's got those red hash marks. And you got, what interior package you have? You have like a 2LT, 3LT?
This is the 2LT interior package, which comes with the heads-up display.
Yeah, because we can't see it right here, but I know you got the heated and cool seats. I do.
It's also got the Bose audio, and you can actually see the
speaker.
And it's ironic because a lot of people don't think it's worth it. It is astounding the quality of sound you can hear in my car in any car with Bose speakers compared to others. And
this ain't even a Z07 package. No. You got the standard Aero package with you got the Z06 body, of course, but you got the Stingray's hood, and of course you got the Stingray's engine, the LT1, versus this is basically a Z06, but it's got the lighter, it's got the, you know, less powerful motor, but that don't mean this car is not a slouch. This got what, like I said, 460 horsepower, 465 pound-feet of torque, versus most people, you don't, like, this is perfect for most people to get a Grand Sport. This is a perfect balance between the Stingray and the Z06. Even though this got the Z06 body, and it just don't have the engine like that engine. That's a supercharged 6.2 liter V8, the LT4. That's what, 650 horsepower and 650 pound-feet of torque. That thing is bonkers.
It is too much
compared to this car. But this is more manageable.
It is, and when I say it's too much, it isn't that I love, you know, all the excessive horsepower as much as the next guy. Don't get me wrong.
But most people like, what you gonna do with all that power on the street?
You can't do anything with it on the street, and
got an El Carlet Blue. I believe it's a 2019 Grand Sport. This course is an 18. This is equipped with the 8-speed automatic. So this is a 7-speed manual car. right, everybody, I'm about to go ahead and wrap this video up. I enjoyed the ride along in this 2018 Corvette Grandsport. It's a fun car, yes indeed. As you can see, this is such a beautiful car right here. I really dig this color. It's a really nice color. But all right, everybody, like, share, subscribe to my YouTube channel, TK Turbo. Y'all have a wonderful day. Until next time.